Hello everyone! Welcome, welcome. How are we doing this evening? We are working on granny squares. Granny squares. I can't talk with the needle in my mouth. Hi Helen, hi Beth. Welcome, welcome. Hi Salil. I was going to go live around 7 and then I realized that I was ready to go and I was like, well, I might as well just go live. So here I am. I didn't give everyone very much of a heads up, so whoopsies. Hey Catherine, welcome. So we have still more squares to make. Every time I think I'm done with these squares, I seem to realize that I actually need a few more. And my latest realization was that I needed 16 more for a part that I had made an adjustment to, and this well, this one is number 8. This one is number 9. It's almost finished. So I think finishing up the rest of these squares should keep us busy enough for tonight. But if we happen to get through all of those squares and we're still live and looking for something else to work on, I'm not going to work on stitching together on the live because that's just not, it's just not what we're going to do. But I do have my mom's project, my mom's capelet. I finished a couple more rounds on it last night. And I could certainly work on that if I want to work on something else. Hey, Allie and Seta, welcome. Okay. That one, ends are all woven in, and now we're going to move on to this one. This got shoved into my crochet bag, so everything's a little bit messy. Let's clean up our yarn here. How are you guys doing tonight? Did you have a good day? I hope you did. Since we were just talking about the capelet and I have it right here, I'll show it to you because I'm proud of it. It's very pretty. I'm really loving these intricate stitches. It's kind of hard to show it off without a good, like, high contrast background because of the stitching, but let me take a little piece of paper here. We'll do it this way. So, like I said, last night I finished round 18 of 25. Oh, it makes me happy. So that's what it's looking like so far. And we're doing double-stranded number 10 crochet thread. Thank you. Crocheting while watching Matt's grill being seasoned. Oh, that's fun. Listen to your worship a little this morning before my own service. It's a little pre-gaming for church. We love to see it. You're knitting right now, Sada. Ooh, what are you guys working on? If you're working on something, say what you're working on. I'd love to hear. So we bought 3 of these crochet thread. We bought 3 of these. And the first 2 I just did double-stranded. And then for this third one, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to wind like half of it. That way I have 2, because according to the pattern, the 3 should be enough. So I don't really need to buy a 4th one. Or at least I shouldn't. So I'm going to wind like half of this so that I can do 2 strands from that. And hopefully that'll be enough to get us through the rest of this. I'm on the last page of the pattern, which is cool. But anyway, that's not what we're working on right now. If we finish all the squares, we might pick it up. But I have a feeling that the squares are going to keep us busy enough. And I'm sure that the kitties, namely Murdoch, will make an appearance tonight to bother us. I do feel like I've gotten good at making these squares fairly quickly because of how many of them we have had to make. So I guess that's cool. I'm gonna sorry I keep clearing my throat. I can't seem to get whatever is in my throat cleared. I need to crochet Kindle sleeves or Pokeballs, not sure which yet. Crochet a Pokeball themed Kindle sleeve, Holland. Easy. So this morning we did our, for church, we had a combined English and Spanish gathering. We do this once a year. So our church, we have kind of a sister church, and they are a Spanish-speaking church. And we do a combined gathering with them once a year, and that was today. And so we usually do our worship, like our worship set is both in English and in Spanish. So I led the first song totally in English. And then Kristen, who is the pastor's wife at the Spanish church, Centro de Avivamiento is the name of the church. She led the second song completely in Spanish. And then the third song, we did a little combination where we split it up and we sang some of it in English and some of it in Spanish. So that was fun. It's always fun. I need to move this out of the way. Let's see. Hi, Amber. On my way home from dropping off my son at discipleship, but then I'll join you in crocheting. Working on my son's full-size blanket. Our church did that this morning, too. Oh, that's so cool. And, dude, Kristen's a real one. Like I said, her husband is the pastor of the Spanish church, and they also attend Why Not Family, like they're part of our church as well, and then they pastor Centro de Avivamiento. And Kristen she leads worship for their church, and she's not on the team at our church because she is already doing a lot for their church, but she has a beautiful voice, and it's always fun to get to have her join us for the combined gathering worship. But then she also helps to translate because her husband, Pastor Juan, and Pastor Jeremy usually tag team the message. So they'll like go back and forth with like kind of doing the different points of the message or whatever. But when Pastor Jeremy's speaking, Kristen will translate what he's saying into Spanish for the Spanish congregation. And then when Pastor Juan is speaking, she will translate the Spanish into English for the English speaking congregation. And I mean, she literally was on stage the entire morning because she helped lead worship. And then she stayed up there the whole time and was translating back and forth. And then we did a closing song and she was up there for the closing song for worship too. So I'm like, dang, Kristen is a real one because she's just great. She's awesome. She is. She's the greatest. And she's learning to crochet, actually. She was just telling me she came over to our house on Friday so we could kind of put together a game plan for Sunday and figure out how it was all going to work. And we were talking about crocheting at some point. I don't remember how we got on the topic of crocheting, but you know, it doesn't take much for me. But she was mentioning that she's just at the very beginning of learning, and she has 3 boys who are, all 3 of them are pretty young. And she was like, I made this little crochet flower, and my boys were like, Mom. They were just like amazed, like, you're so good. She's like, it fell apart in the washing machine, so I'm really not that good. I was like, oh no, but we've all been there. Crafty Jersey, hello, welcome. Okay, there's that one. Hey, that one actually was a pretty clean color change. A lot of the color changes have been really funky, but this one looks pretty nice. All right. You know what, Rosie? That's so funny that you say that, because right before I went live, I got the notification that Passionate Kelsey was live, and I was like, well, everybody's gonna go watch her live over mine, obviously. So the fact that you decided to come hang out with me for a bit is very encouraging to my soul. But I wouldn't blame anybody for jumping back and forth. 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, so we have 9 finished here, and we need 7 more. And she's knitting right now, isn't she? She's knitting that sweater that she started working on. 1, 2. Oh, you guys make me feel so happy. Not that it's a competition, but, you know, sometimes more than one person is live, and you can only watch one person at a time. Okay, never mind. I stand corrected. Oh, she said you're watching both? That's awesome. You're more fun. Okay, we don't have to make it a competition. So after church today, Michael and I went to lunch. We went to a little brunch place that's one of our favorites. We don't go there super often because it's really small. Sometimes you have to wait a while to get a table. It's always busy because they're amazing. And it's a little cool brunch place. So it's not necessarily the most affordable option, but their food is really good. So we do make it over there every once in a while. And today was one of those days. It's called Glass Onion Griddle. And they have this sandwich that is so good. It's kind of like a turkey Reuben. They smoke their own turkey breast in house, and it's so good. And it's that with coleslaw and cheese and like a Russian dressing. And they make their own house-made chips, and they have their own house-made like French onion dip too. So I always get a side of the dip with the chips and then the sandwich, and it was delightful. I only had half the sandwich because the sandwiches are like they put a lot of that turkey breast on there, so it's very filling. And I only had half of the sandwich for lunch, and I just had the other half right before I went live, and it was so tasty. Hello. Welcome, guys. Thank you for hanging out. Tonight, if you're working on a project, tonight I'd love to know what you're working on. I think we're going to be staying busy enough with squares this evening, but if I finish all the squares I need for this project, I'm not going to sit and sew things tonight on this live, because that just doesn't seem as fun to me. It's also harder to fit that in this screen. There's just, the sewing tends to kind of sprawl out a bit more. So if I finish this, we'll work on the other project that I have kind of queued up here. But let me know in the chat. Fixing pattern errors. Oh no. market bag right now. Nice. Working on a hexagon cardigan. Very nice, Ashley. I love a hexagon cardigan. Working on a cardigan I started before my foot surgery so I can have a cardigan when I'm done recovering. Yes. Well, praying for a quick, smooth recovery for you. Still deciding. Oh yeah, make an assessment. This is my first. Nice. You're gonna love it. I love a hexagon cardigan. It's almost time, you guys. It's almost time to swap out our wardrobe. Our house has very tiny closets, and our bedroom closet is teeny tiny. It's very small, even like for one person's clothes, let alone both Michael and I's clothes. So what we do, because there's just simply not enough room for all of our hanging stuff to be in our closet, is we have these little pop-up, zip-up wardrobes that we got from IKEA. We have them in our basement, and we just, whatever the off-season our clothes are, we keep them down there in those little pop-up wardrobes, and then we just swap for seasons. So all of my like fall winter clothes and the majority of my crochet clothing, sweaters and cardigans and all that, are downstairs in my little pop-up wardrobe. But it's almost time. It's almost time to grab all of that stuff. In the next couple weeks here, I think it'll be safe to make the swap, and I am very excited. Working on Journey Chanel Designs Sabrina pullover. I love Journey Chanel Designs. I love her patterns. Working on too many hexagon cardigans. And one of my upcoming videos, I think, is gonna need to be a crochet closet tour, where I pull out everything, like all the clothing that I've crocheted, and show it to you guys. I think that I love watching those kind of videos, and I think that would be a really fun video to make. So maybe once I make the swap and I pull all of my clothing up, I'll make that video. Her patterns are amazing. Kitties are both doing well. Murdoch is growing every day, and the two of them are getting along really well. Oh, I haven't shared this in like YouTube yet, but the test that we were waiting for to make sure that Murdoch didn't have any transmissible diseases or anything before we let them fully interact, we got the testing done, and we got the results back, and everything was negative. So they are fully like integrated, completely, totally hanging out with each other. We don't have to section off rooms or sections of the house anymore. So they both have free reign, and it is like such a huge relief and weight lifted off our shoulders to know that they're good and they can hang out, and they have been enjoying chasing each other around, and they haven't snuggled up next to each other yet, like really close. Oh, speaking of, she said, you were talking about me? They have been sleeping like closer to each other, which is super cute to see. Have about 7 cardigans to finish putting together. Dude. Like, they're almost, like, you have them crocheted, you just have to, like, stitch them together kind of a thing, or just 7 whips in general. I couldn't do it, man. And I'm the weird one, because a lot of people have multiple projects going, but I just, like, my brain gets way too overwhelmed when I have too many projects that aren't finished, and I'm like, I can't. I have to finish this before I start something else. That would be such a fun video, wouldn't it? Can't wait to get my order from you for my tags. Yay! I have had several orders come in the past couple days, which is awesome. And then I have some orders from last week still. So tomorrow is gonna be my like get all the orders made and shipped day. So if you've placed an order and it hasn't shipped yet, tomorrow you should see your order shipping out. It's unfortunately taking me a little bit longer than I would like, just with all of the busyness of hot cocoa bomb season and all the other things that I have going on right now. So, I'm doing my best, trying to get them out as quickly as possible. Yeah, it's funny because I have all these different social media avenues where I'm constantly like sharing things and talking about the cats and stuff. So I'm like, I don't know who has, you know, depending on what you watch and what you've been able to catch, some people may know about that, some people may not. Hi. Ow, why are you biting my neck? That's rude. Ow. Okay, you're being crazy. Show them your face. Owie, owie. Ow. Okay. 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 Ow. We need to trim your claws again. I literally just no, not my hands. Not my hands. Sorry. Okay, she's just being a menace. Go. I'm gonna have to kick you out of here if you keep jumping up on the... Nope. Go. Go play. Go play somewhere else. I'm not interested in getting scratched up by you anymore. No. Oh, she's in feral mode, you guys. No! Come on. Where's one of your toys? Oh, here's a ball. Let's chase that. Ready? Ready? Hey. Okay. I don't want to close my door because I'm trying to let... It gets stuffy in this room real fast if I have the door closed. So I'm trying to keep it open so it doesn't get stuffy in here. But she's in feral mode. Okay, let me get caught up on comments here. It's been in the upper 70s, so I haven't gotten my winter clothes out, and then this morning it froze, so surprise. Isn't that how it always goes? I was trying to have a nice market event for my hot cocoa bombs yesterday, and it was way too warm, and I ended up having to pack up early, and I had to leave early because my stuff was gonna start melting. And then this morning it was like totally cool and stayed cool all day, and I'm like, really, we couldn't have done that one day sooner? Just placed mine, I think, Friday night or yesterday. Okay, cool. How long have we had Murdoch now? That's a great question. I believe it's been like 10 weeks or something like that, which is crazy. I have to look up the actual date. I gotta remember like what her gotcha date was. She's so cute. Reminds me of my black cat. He's 12 years old now and still as feisty as ever, just like Murdoch. Yeah. In the zone of making them, then had a brain freeze, put them together. That, I feel like that's where I'm at with this shirt that I'm working on. I made all the squares and I was in such a groove of crocheting all these squares, and then when it came time to actually do something with them, I just could not get myself together to get it done. But making it into a vlog and finishing it as like a video for you guys was that little spark of motivation I needed, so thank you. Finished the cardigan I was working on last week. I made it for my mom, waiting on some tags I ordered to put it on it, and then I'm going to give it to her probably tomorrow. Yay! Yeah, I think I have like maybe three orders that, 3 new orders to make tomorrow, and a couple more that need to get like finished being packed and shipped. And so I'll have a decent handful, and I got a few new subscription boxes to send out as well. So I'll have a nice little bundle of things to drop off at our post office box tomorrow. And that's going to be the big focus of tomorrow for me, is going to be getting custom orders made and shipped, and making as much progress on this project as I can for this next week's vlog. Crafty Jersey, I do feel like the more often that I wash my stuff, like in the washing machine especially, I don't know if there's any way to prevent ends from, like, you know, to fully 100% prevent ends from poking out after so much time. Sometimes I will just kind of tuck them back in as I notice them, but it's hard if you're like giving it away to somebody. You don't want them to have to worry about that, so I don't know if anybody else in the chat has any brilliant advice. Can people still get the fall box? Yes. The fall box is available either until supplies last, which I still have about 15 right now that are available, or until like December 1st, basically. So there's time. Do a weird. I learned where you split the yarn and wrap the yarn twice instead of just once when you do a regular knot. Oh, I have done that before, where you like wrap it twice for when you knot it. I do like that technique. I have heard that, and I don't know how much truth there is to this, but I have done it with some of my stuff, that when you're going through your stitches, when you're weaving in your ends, that if you kind of split through the yarn, so like instead of going like underneath the stitches completely, you kind of go like make the needle go through the fibers, that they will kind of almost like when you do like, if you do like needle felting or something, that it kind of like felts the different strands together over time as it is like used and washed and everything. So, and then it's less likely to come apart because they kind of get like matted together essentially. I'm sorry about me clearing my throat. It's driving me crazy. The fall box is awesome. I used the yarn from it to make my first granny stitch kerchief and had just enough yarn for it. Oh, nice. I'm glad you had enough. When is the cutoff date for the winter boxes? I'm wanting to get a box for a Christmas gift for myself. If you're wanting to get it for like around Christmas time, you'll have plenty of time. They go out December 10th. So, ow! Okay. You are hurting me. You are hurting me. You're hurting me. No, you're not allowed in here. You're not allowed in here. I'm gonna put the baby gate up on this door, even though you know how to climb over that thing by now. Maybe it would deter you just enough. I guess I'm gonna close this door for a while and see if it gets too stuffy in here. Because, I mean, you guys can see my hands are like, I don't need any more of that. Every time they finally start to heal up, I get fresh ones. Anyway, winter boxes. They go out December 10th. Anybody who's already subscribed. And then while supplies last, as long as I have more of them, you can get it all the way up until like March 1st. But if you're wanting to subscribe to like start with the winter box, wait until December 1st to subscribe. And then the winter box would be the first box you would get. So December 1st is when like the fall box, like the cutoff date for the fall box happens, and then it switches over to the winter box. No, I'm happy to answer. Essentially, like the boxes go out every 3 months, and it's always the same dates. It's the 10th. It's always the 10th of that month. So March 10th, June 10th, September 10th, December 10th. Those are the like launch dates for the different seasons. And the cutoff date for the previous season's box is the first of like that month. So if it's December 10th is when the winter box goes out. December 1st is when it switches over to winter. And same thing with all the other months. September 10th is when the fall boxes go out, and you have to subscribe by September, before September 1st to be able to get the last like summer box, so on and so forth. I have not, Seta, and I apologize. It's on my list for tomorrow. You guys, it's been so crazy. And I officially, some of you are following me on multiple different things. But I did officially announce to my Hot Cocoa Bomb followers over on that account that this is going to be, it's bittersweet, but this is going to be my last season doing Hot Cocoa Bombs, because I realized the past couple weeks that I just don't have enough time. I don't have enough time to do it all, and I'm finding myself really being spread very thin, trying to do everything that needs to be done between both businesses. And it's just not doable. It's not sustainable. Like, even this year, it's really a struggle. And I can only assume that my business will continue to grow, and by this time next year, there's just no way I'm going to be able to do both. So, right now, I'm just in this like crazy in between where I'm just trying to do it all. But yes, Seta, you will be receiving an email tomorrow. Tomorrow and Tuesday, I got a lot of stuff that I need to get caught up on. There is music in the background, yes. Hi, Maria. I am having a good day. How are you? Driving back to Illinois from Minnesota. Nice. Ugh, you guys, that market that I went to yesterday, even though the whole, like, the market itself is unfortunate. It was not a great one. for several reasons. The biggest thing was the weather. It was just too warm for my hot cocoa bombs, too warm for my stuff to be sitting out, and also like people weren't interested in buying hot chocolate stuff. Like they're not thinking, even though it's not a hot chocolate you drink right then and there, people's brains just, they're not thinking about hot chocolate when it's warm outside. But even though it's unfortunate because it was like a long drive to get there and I basically didn't sell anything, it was almost worth it for the drive because the leaves, it was like through a bunch of like kind of country back roads, and the fall leaves were so gorgeous. Michael drove there in the morning and then I drove home on the way home, and I enjoyed that drive so much because the trees were gorgeous. There were leaves like falling through the country road as I was driving. I was like, this is like a scene from a movie. It's so pretty. Going to hop off soon to take water to my cows. Hopefully I can catch you when you get back. I don't know exactly how long I'll be live, but probably still for a while. This is what I live for. I freaking love fall. Same. Fall is my favorite. I'm a fall girly. Okay, so that's 10, right? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yes, so we need 6 more. I felt the same way today driving around Ohio. I love it. Ugh. I think because I just am so busy on the weekends with hot cocoa bombs, markets and stuff, I just don't like have time to drive around and look at leaves and do the whole thing, you know? So I kind of had a little bit of that built in yesterday, and it was just so nice. And that's also one of the reasons why it's the sweet part of the bittersweet of this being my last season doing hot cocoa bombs, because it will be, next year will be the first time in 6 years. 6 years that I've been able to just have like a slow, enjoyable fall and holiday season where not every weekend is claimed by markets, and I can just sort of enjoy my time with Michael and my family and like go and do things because I'm not always busy on the weekends. Yeah, I realized just in the past couple weeks that I just don't have enough time to continue doing everything with the way that my subscription boxes and everything are growing. I'm finding myself extremely stretched thin and feeling like I just do not physically have enough time in the day or energy to get everything done that needs to be done. And there's just no way that I can, I'm not even quite sure how I'm going to do it this year, to be honest, like make it to the end of like Christmas and everything. But there's no way if my business continues to grow that I'll be able to do it next year. So yeah, it's a little sad because obviously I love doing the hot cocoa bombs, and I was really, to be honest, I was scared to tell everyone because I don't want to let people down. And I know that there's so many people say like, oh my gosh, I look forward to your lives all year. It's my favorite time of year. Like, this is what gets me through my work day and like all this stuff. And so I know people really, really look forward to it. And I was dreading telling people because I knew that there were going to be a lot of people that were really sad about it. But it's just the reality. It's the decision that I needed to make. It's not even like, oh, I needed to make this decision to make things better for me. Like, I truly just, I physically am unable to do it all. You know? There's only so much time to do all the things. Let's see. Maybe once that is all done, you can sell crochet stuff every so often. Yeah, I think I don't foresee myself doing any markets for crochet in the near future, just because I think I'm ready to take a little break from just the whole market scene, especially since crochet does seem to be very saturated right now. But what I am interested in doing is seeing if I might be able to get into some like boutiques and stores, bookstores, coffee shops, like that kind of a vibe. I'm interested to see if I might have some time and availability to make some items for different stores. Especially if I could work it out to where it was like a wholesale situation where I just sell it outright and then the transaction is done, rather than like you pay a monthly, rental space in a store and then you make money when the item actually sells. There's nothing wrong with that. I've done that in the past and that's a cool opportunity, but the wholesale thing I think would probably fit better for where I'm at right now. But I think that would be really fun if I could manage to figure out a place that would be interested in doing that with me. But we'll see. There's a lot of different things we could do. Yeah, selling online on my website. Who knows? Who knows? My sister just came in and handed me a tiny little crochet chicken. I'm so happy. That's awesome. Oops. Oh, there was a question about how many squares I had left to do. That was a while ago. Okay. We're on the 11th out of 16. So, just kind of a small handful more to make. If you do online on your website and put stuff in your vlog, please time it so the items aren't available until your vlog is up. That was the one thing that made me sad about Kelsey's stuff before. Yeah, like how she does the lives. I mean, to be fair, I don't think people are necessarily clamoring to get my items the minute they're available like Kelsey's are. But, who knows? We could get to that point. Maybe. I do think it's wild how, like, the majority of people who watch her are crocheters, and yet she sells out of her stuff like almost instantly. Do you guys think it's just mostly because when somebody is at that level of popularity, the appeal is almost more to have something that you can say, oh, I have something that Passionate Kelsey made, rather than like, I want to purchase this item even though I could make it myself, like what's the deal with that? That always because one of the biggest reasons why I got into laser engraving is because I was finding that TikTok was sending me mostly, like when I was using TikTok as my main platform in the social media to grow, TikTok was only really sending me other crocheters, which was awesome for building community, but it was not awesome for finding customers for my website, because originally that's what I wanted to do, was sell finished crochet pieces. But most people who were buying things from me, it was like a pity sale almost, because they could already make what I was making. It wasn't like I had something that they weren't able to do themselves. But she's obviously making it work. So do you think it's just because of how like big her following is? Yeah, I saw that she was live right before I went live. I would see it on her vlog, then it would be sold out while she was filming the same vlog. Yeah. Doesn't she do a lot of custom pieces? Not custom as in like taking a custom order. She just like kind of makes random stuff and then she lists it. Hello, my first live stream. Welcome, Angelica. I don't think everyone that follows her crochets. Not everyone, but I was in one of her lives before, and I asked her that question because I was curious. Like, do you think the majority of the people that follow you crochet, or, you know, and basically just explain what I just explained, that I'm curious because she sells a lot of crochet pieces, but, you know, wondering if most of the people who are buying those items are people who do crochet or don't. And it was like 98%. She did a poll. She was like, I don't really know. Let's do a poll. And so she did a poll in the live. And like 98% of the people said, yes, I crochet. So I'm like, I think we can safely say the majority are crocheters. But I think the appeal is just to say I got, like, the rarity of it, you know? Like, there's only this many items in the drop, and I got one of them. I have something that Kelsey made. I think it's probably cool. Yeah, like, the scarcity factor of it, I think, probably is appealing to some people. I got inspired to crochet by watching Kelsey. She helped me learn some things too. That's awesome. I haven't, sorry, I was saying that as an example. I have not gotten any of her, I've not purchased any of her items. I've never tried, though, to be honest. The totes are super cute. The tote would be cute to get eventually. At the rate your subscribers here are going, that could totally be you eventually. You know what, Beth? I'm not even going to lie and say that I don't really hope that that could happen. I keep telling Michael, I'm like, I don't know if I'm delusional. But for whatever reason, I see some of my friends and I see some other kind of like crochet peers who are just absolutely killing it on YouTube and like making a living from it, and I'm like, I don't know why I am like so confident in this, but I just feel like I'm gonna get there. I just really feel like I'm gonna get there, and I guess because I just want it really bad, and I really love doing this. It would just be the coolest thing ever, and I want to get there. Stay delusional. Thank you, Ria. That's very sweet. Okay, real question. Where do you find your music for the videos? I really like the music. I use Epidemic Sound, which is a lot of YouTubers use Epidemic Sound, and it's not free. It is a little bit pricey, but it's a big jump in quality from like the YouTube audio library that is free. There's a lot more variety, and the music is, I think, just a higher quality in my opinion. It's actually the playlist that's playing right now is Epidemic Sound. You have to pay for like the license to be able to use it and not get copyright striked. So I have the license, but once you do get the license, I mean, there's so much on that website. I haven't even scratched the surface of all the different like genres and artists and types of music that they offer on that site. So there's a lot. There's a lot there. Okay, let's see. I really think once you start crocheting items for sale, you will go crazy. I would truly, I would love to be able to get to the point where I had enough of a following that people would want to buy finished pieces from me, because that's always been a goal of mine, to be able to sell finished pieces that I make. And I do think there's something special too. I think Kelsey's kind of discovered this little secret sauce. There's something really enticing about watching the vlog of watching the piece being made. And then it's like, you get to see it come together, and then it's like, okay, and now you can actually buy this if you want. You know, like, I think there's something cool about being like, I think I'm gonna make this, and here's the colors I'm gonna use, and here's the pattern, and here's how it's working up, and then it's like, oh, and here's this finished product, and now it's gonna be for sale, and you might be able to get it if you you know, if you can get it in time. I think that's cool. And, you know, if we ever get to that point, I think that would be a fun thing to do too, is like to show the process of it being made, and then also you get to do it. Oh my gosh, Jennifer, you're the first person to ever join. I feel like you should get a prize. You're the first person to ever become a member. I haven't even talked about this, so thank you. I haven't added all the fun perks and stuff yet. I have a lot of fun perks I'm going to add for being a member, but thank you. You're the first one ever. I really should like crochet you something. What do you want? I can't wait to say I was here before you got famous. Rosie! Wonder if it's because some crocheters prioritize making things for other people over ourselves. I found your channel today and it's very relaxed here. Thank you, Shannon. I appreciate it. And also, welcome. I so think you could do it, and I would definitely buy a piece from you if given the chance. It's also a dream to sell stuff. Thank you so much. I use them for music before I like them, but just be careful when she got monetized if you ever cancel the subscription. Yeah, that is the thing. Like, you're kind of locked in once you do the epidemic sound, like, because if you cancel, then you don't have the license anymore and they can ding you for everything. So I guess I kind of just decided, like, well, this is what I'm gonna do, and I'm committed to to sticking with it. But thank you for that heads up. That's why if you make it in a vlog, if you don't do the drop thing, release the products once the vlog is up. Yeah, that makes sense. Because that makes me excited when I can watch it, see it be made, and then own it. Yeah, for sure. I mean, that'd be a pretty cool perk though, wouldn't it? Like the first like 10 people to join my membership, like I'll crochet something for you. I don't know. That could be fun. Actually, since we're talking about it, I'd love to know, you guys, what kind of perks would be exciting with the YouTube memberships? I do plan, especially once Hot Cocoa Bomb season is over and I have some more time, I do plan on doing the occasional members only live. They're not all going to be members only lives. I don't want to like put the whole live experience behind a paywall or anything, but I do plan on doing the occasional members only live. And then, you know, there's a lot of things we could do. There's like extra videos. There's getting access to the videos early before everyone else. We could do a discount on my website for purchases. And then obviously you have like the little emotes and the badges and stuff like next to your name and the lives and the comments and stuff. So if you guys have any other fun ideas though, I'm open to other things. Hi Kim. Hi Billy Joe. Welcome guys. We're currently working on squares for Michael's Granny Square shirt, which the video I just put up this past Friday is all about this project. Let me know in the chat if you have watched that video yet. If you haven't, it's a fun one. I love a project-based video, and that was really the first one I've gotten to do that was fully focused on one project. Hi, Sierra. I was going to say discounts would be fun. See a lot of members with special emojis for channels, but not sure how that would be achieved. So I just have to go in and set that up. And that's one of the other things that I really wanted to get to last week, but I was so caught up with trying to get this done that I didn't have time to like fully set up my memberships the way that I want them to be. But I am going to have like the custom emotes and the fun little like badges next to your name and everything. So I'm going to get that all set up. Hopefully tomorrow or Tuesday I'll be able to get that, and hopefully by the next time we go live I'll have it all ready to go. You're on the wrong account. That was going to be my watch for this evening, but this is better. Nice. Watched it. Rhea, you're my second ever member. You guys. Imagine a Murdoch and Dunkin emote. Oh, we will absolutely have Murdoch and Dunkin emotes. Yeah. You watched Friday, Tina. That's the video that made me subscribe. Shannon, we love to hear it. Well, part 2 is going to be coming at the end of this week. And actually, while we're talking, I need to record a little clip. Because we're working on this vlog. Seeing my icon always makes me smile. It's my old kitty Simon. Oh. Oh yeah, Holland, that makes sense. That makes sense. I know, like, there wasn't a whole lot of my sweet Hotch boy on this account because pretty much right when I started my YouTube channel was right around the time that we had to put him to sleep. But I know a lot of you have known me pre-YouTube, so we might need to make an emote for my sweet angel boy Hotch too. If you guys didn't know me before YouTube, I didn't really introduce him a whole lot at the end there. Because, you know, he was his health was just not great at the end, obviously. But if you haven't seen him before, he's the lock screen on my phone. And look at how beautiful he was. This was my baby. Whoops. My sweet Professor Hotchkiss. His name was Hotch. And he was my best buddy for 13 years. Oh my gosh. I haven't cried about Hotch in a long time, but I just got really emotional all of a sudden. Ah! Oh, you guys, I miss him. I miss my buddy. Ugh. I miss him every day. And he sent us Murdoch just a couple months later. Oh man. I'm like legit crying right now. He was about 15 years old. He lived a very long, happy life. I found him when I was in college. And he did a lot of life with me. He moved from Tennessee back home to Michigan with me and bought my first home, got married. Really became an adult with him by my side. So he was a really special guy to me. Ugh. Every once in a while, you know? It just hits you. Finally opened a can of tuna recently without crying. Ugh, you guys, it's so hard. It's so hard. And I just didn't really... It felt weird to, like, talk about him a lot in my YouTube videos because he just wasn't, like, really... you know, a part of this account from the beginning too much because it was just not long after that everything happened, and so it felt weird to be like, oh yeah, by the way, here's my cat that just died, you know? So I didn't talk about him a whole lot, but a lot of you knew him from my TikTok and everything, and you know how important he was to our family, so. Ugh, my sweet boy. He was seriously, like, the best cat, you guys. He was all of the good things about a cat. And none of the bad things. He was just so sweet. He was so cuddly. He would cuddle up in my arms every single night in bed. And everybody who's talking about their babies that have crossed the rainbow bridge, I'm sorry for your loss. I know what it's like, and it is not easy. It's never easy. Amber, thank you for joining the nest. Did you guys think that's a cute name? I was trying to come up with a cute name for my YouTube memberships, and I thought, The Nest, you know? Berg's Nest Crochet. Thanks for joining the nest. I've got tears on my glasses, and I can't see what I'm doing. Oh, my goodness. Whew. Okay. Here's another funky color change. We're letting them happen wherever. Is this 11 or 12? I don't remember. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. Goodness. Do you ever wake up with hiccups and then you have them the rest of the day? I took an afternoon nap and woke up immediately with hiccups, and now I've been having hiccups every like couple hours. And it drives me bonkers, dude. I hate hiccups. And I get the kind that like hurt. Like they hurt your chest from how like aggressive they are. And the only thing that works is like just me holding my breath for forever. So I might have to do that in a bit here if it comes on again. Jennifer, you absolutely started a trend. And honestly, I'm grateful you did that, because I keep forgetting that the YouTube memberships is a thing, and I haven't been talking about it. But I also haven't like set up all the fun perks yet, so I didn't want to be like, hey, become a member, when like I don't really have much to offer you yet, but I will. There's going to be fun stuff. I just I have to get it all set up. But you definitely started something, and thank you for reminding me that that's a thing that I should talk about. Ugh. How many squares have I gotten done? In this live, I think we've done like, what, 4 or 5 so far? We need to get 16 total. This is our 12th in this little pile. So we're getting there. It is a very like, well, I was gonna say cloudy, but it's basically nighttime now. It's gotten dark officially. Kind of see out the window, it's dark. But it's windy and rainy today, which honestly is a vibe, because it actually kind of feels like fall. And tomorrow, I think this whole week it's supposed to be nice and cool. It's 52 degrees outside right now. And my next hot cocoa bomb event, it's only a high of 53 that day. So we certainly will not have to worry about my stuff melting. And it's an evening event, so like it's gonna probably be in the 40s, I would imagine, the majority of that event. So, you know, we'll dress up to be a little bit warm, but like it's gonna be, I'm so looking forward to that kind of weather for my markets rather than 75 degrees, because I'll take the colder markets any day, because not only do I like the cold because I'm weird, but I don't have to stress about my stuff melting. It's great. It's 86 degrees here. Ooh. Just measured the blanket I'm working on, and it's now 60 by 40. I still have a long way to go. You can do it. Started it like 3 years ago for my oldest son, and now he's 6'3", so it has to be like full size. Dang. Does height like run in your family? Do you have like tall family members? Are you tall? You don't have to answer that. But anyway, I'm very much looking forward to some colder weather. Okay, so let's talk about this crochet wardrobe tour video, you guys, because I do think I'm probably going to record it soon-ish. I think when I'm swapping my wardrobe out would be a good time, because any of the stuff in my closet that is like spring summer clothes I can show you before I put it away. And then I can show you the fall winter stuff as I'm pulling it out. So I think that'll be a good time to record it. I mean, to be fully transparent, I am at a point right now where some of the things I've made either aren't really fitting me, or I don't feel super comfortable in them, because I am not On the spectrum, I'm on the higher end of the spectrum of where I would like to be. In terms of my weight and fitting into clothes and everything. So will we be upset if I show you everything on the hanger and don't necessarily try everything on? Or should I wait until I feel like I'm in a spot where I can do a full like try on situation? Because not everything is ready to be a try on at the moment. I'm about 5'9", his dad is 6'4", so height. Okay, yeah. That's where that comes from then, yeah. It takes me over an hour to do one round. Whew. Are you doing like a continuous like square type thing where it's just keeping like building all the way around? Next time I'm in Michigan, we'll have to meet up. My son lives in Grand Blanc. Oh, nice. Make sure you give tips and tricks on storing handmade items. Oh yeah, that could be good. Do what's comfortable for you. You do you, girl. We're here to support you. Whatever you want, honey. Do whatever you're most comfortable and happy to. You guys are the best. Show it on the hanger, and if you have pictures, show that. That's true. Most of them I have like TikTok video clips of me trying them on when I first made them. So I guess I could insert clips too. Don't not do it. Because also like just with how busy everything is right now, I'm trying to figure out like I definitely want to continue uploading weekly because I know that that's important with YouTube. Like once you stop like if you stop being consistent, I know it can be really hard to kind of get the momentum going again. So I'm really committed to uploading weekly, but I'm not like I feel like a wardrobe thing where I show all my stuff would be a fairly easy, because it's like it's not a project where you have to show the entire process, and it's not like a week in the life where you're taking clips all throughout an entire week and then editing them down. It would be something that I could like shoot in one sitting and then edit and upload, you know? So I think it would be a good one to have as like this is a crazy week and I don't have a ton of time to do like a full-on vlog, but I can sit and show you all my stuff that I've made, you know? I love the weekly style and the project type situation too. And that's going to be the majority of my content. I really do think I love the vlog style. I love the like a vlog where the vlog is working through a project. I'm not going to do a lot of, first of all, I'm not going to do tutorials because I'm not good at it and I don't enjoy it, but I'm not going to do a lot of like sit down, talk about a crochet topic video. Like there's a lot of people that do those really well, like Elise Rose, or like I know Annie Hooks and Healers, she does a lot of those great videos too where it's like ranking different types of yarn, or like they do a really great job with those type of videos. I just don't think that that's going to be my style. I think I'm going to lean pretty heavy into the vlog style of videos because I think that's just kind of that's my sweet spot, I think. Sounds like a good plan. Continuous rectangle granny blanket. Nice. Try on everything you actually love. Yeah, that's a good way to go about it. Tutorials annoy me for some reason. You know what? I love tutorials. I think they're fantastic. When I first was learning to crochet anything other than single crochet, YouTube tutorials are what kind of opened the door of all of the possibilities of crochet for me, because I hadn't learned how to read a written pattern yet. So I love the fact that there are so many readily available. For the most part, I just use written patterns at this point, but I will use a video tutorial every once in a while, especially if there's a written pattern that is particularly confusing and it has a video tutorial to go along with it. There's been several times where that's come in handy as a reference to be like, okay, I just need to see what they're talking about here. But me making them, it's just, it's not going to be me. Are you thinking about doing Vlogmas? This year, no, because I will not have time. However, next year, I am all over it, you guys. Vlogmas 2026. Get hype, because it will be happening. I am so all over it. I have wanted to do a Vlogmas type thing for years. I think it looks like so much fun. I would love to do it. This year, obviously, my plate is extremely full, and there's no way that I could pull it off. But next year, absolutely. Bye, Seta. Thank you for hanging out. Different people like different yarn for different reasons, or like different types of things. Oh, like the ranking the best yarn or stuff like that. Honestly, that keeps more people involved, I think, too, as a non-crocheter. Yeah. May your day be blessed as well as your yarn. I was pretty sure that was a typo, Rosie, but I was like, hey, maybe she just wants to bless your yarn. And honestly, there's nothing wrong with that. I'll take some blessed yarn. Sure. Give me some blessed yarn. I feel like blessed yarn would maybe be less prone to tangles, factory knots, splitting maybe, you know. I want blessed yarn. If you become a member of my YouTube channel, your yarn will be blessed. It's a perk. It's a perk. Do I have the authority to offer that? Not really, but that's what I'm gonna say. It's kind of like Napoleon Dynamite. If you vote for me, all your wildest dreams will come true. If you become a member, all of your yarn will be blessed. If you block your project with holy water, does it become blessed? I'm just spitballing here. Just asking the questions that no one else is brave enough to ask, if we're being honest. You need that as an emote. May your yarn be blessed. Rosie, I think we've really stumbled into something here, okay? Thank goodness for your typo. We're all making typos today. Speaking of blessings, I would also love blessed yarn. Gonna ask my pastor when he gets back. Love that you talk openly about your faith and your church life experiences. Yeah, I mean, obviously my faith, my relationship with Jesus is a big part of my life, and it's gonna get mentioned because it's just part of my life. Your yarn gets blessed, and your yarn gets blessed, and you all get blessed yarn. That's so funny. Sanctified. This yarn is glorified. Blessed yarn equals always winning yarn chicken. Yes, that's exactly it. I mean, hey, we were literally just talking about this in church this morning. The story of the widow, where the prophet's saying, like, go and get the empty jars, and they have enough flour and enough oil, it like miraculously stretches so that they have enough bread to live on. That's basically, your yarn will just miraculously keep stretching until you finish your project. That would be, I think, the crocheter's version of that, story in the Bible. Oh, Rosie, I love hearing that. Thank you so much for sharing that. Is this still square number 12? I think this is number 12, right? We're making good progress, though. How many more? I need 16 total. So, if this is 12, then I will need to do 4 more after this. I like to take my crocheting to church, and my church has a Scouts program, but not called Scouts, with a crochet honor. So I'm going to see if my kids want to learn crochet. I love that so much. I will sometimes bring my crochet to different things, but I don't crochet in church like during service, even though like I know for me personally, doing something with my hands helps me to focus, and it would actually probably be a helpful thing for me. However, I am on staff at the church, and unfortunately perception is reality. So I don't want to unintentionally send the message that even though I know I'm paying attention and it's helpful to me, I don't want to send the message to other people that I'm like not present, not paying attention because I'm doing something else. Because I sit on the front row and I'm on staff and everything. So I don't crochet in church because I don't want to unintentionally send the wrong message to people. But I'm kind of jealous of people who can, because I feel like that's super cool. But there are different like instances where it's not a Sunday morning service where I will bring my crochet to some kind of church event, or like we host a life group at our home, which actually we're meeting tomorrow night, and we do like the first half we have dinner, we hang out, we play games, we just like chill, and then the second half we will usually do some kind of Bible study, prayer time, whatever. And I'll usually crochet during our life group, and everybody knows that I'm a crocheter and they're not bothered by it at all or distracted by it. So played yarn chicken with that kerchief. I had to run 1 yard left at the end. Dang, you really got close. That yarn was blessed, Amber. That's how it started. I wanted the brownie badge for knitting and crocheting. There you go. Hi Tina, welcome. Sad that people would think that, but I agree, that's what they would do. Yeah, I don't want somebody to go, oh well, she's like, look at her, she's over there doing something else, so, you know, I'm gonna also, you know, play games on my phone or do what, you know, it's just not what we're trying to go for. Also bring mine to Bible study and D&D time. When I have new yarn to wind into balls, I take that to our movie night. There you go. Alright, that square is done. Take my projects with me everywhere. I pretty much do too. Ugh, you know another vlog that we need to do, you guys, is my birthday makeup vlog that we didn't get to do on my birthday because life got crazy. Going to the coffee shop and spending the day. And I think we might do it this Saturday, because I have an event. I have a hot cocoa bomb market on Friday night, but I don't have one on Saturday. And we weren't sure if we would even be able to do it Saturday a while ago, because we were talking about it, trying to find a date that we could kind of reschedule it for. And we were thinking about trying to do it this upcoming Saturday, but we weren't sure where we would be at with Murdoch, like leaving for multiple hours during the day and everything. But we've done that twice now. Saturday when we went to the market, we left Murdoch and Dunkin out and about, like they had free reign of the house, and they did great. We got back and everything was fine. And then again today when we went to church, and then we went out to lunch and everything and came home, and they were chilling. They were just fine. So that's no longer a huge concern. And I think we could do that maybe this Saturday. I would love to be able to do that. The coffee shop belated birthday vlog, I guess, is what we could call it. Crochet and knit while I drive if I'm stopped at a red light. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Rosie. crocheting while waiting in the drive-thru is peak. Thank you, Angelica. All right, square number 12. Moving right along to 13. Porch lives? I guess I could go live. I mean, obviously, like, I still am planning to do TikTok lives, but you can go live on YouTube from your phone, can't you? Like, I've got the whole desktop set up here, but I haven't done a porch live in a hot minute, and that would be lovely. Working on the Halloween sugar cookie sweater. Is that like a tapestry crochet of like the Halloween sugar cookies? Is that what you're saying to me right now? Yes, you can. Yeah, I thought so. 1, 2, 3. Oh, Jennifer, that's everything. I love that. Brought my laptop in the kitchen so I could continue to listen and watch while I cook dinner. Hey, let's go. What's for dinner? Hello, Larissa. Welcome. Yeah, I haven't done a porch live in a long time, and that would be really lovely, especially now that the weather's cooling down a bit. That would be really nice. If you guys are not, haven't followed me on my TikTok, that was something that we did semi-often over there. I have a really lovely, like, macrame style porch swing on my front porch, and I love to go out there and go live from my little porch swing, and it's just like, it's a whole vibe. It'd be nice to even just take my camera out there and just, you know, take some clips for the vlog too. That's my niece, Jessica. Oh, nice. Ham steaks and au gratin potatoes. Yummy. Working on 2 Halloween color hexicardis, and I'm almost done. Let's go. So like I mentioned, we're having life group tomorrow, and I made this soup for the Bible study that I'm doing right now, and the Bible study is mostly made up of the women in our life group. So it's like a smaller group within the group. But we've been making a different soup every time we meet for our Bible study, just because we decided that that would be fun. And this past week I made lasagna soup, and it turned out so good. It was really tasty. And so we were talking at church this morning because we were trying to figure out, like, everybody's been super busy lately, and so we were trying to figure out, like, are we having group? If we are, what are we gonna do? Because we always have dinner, but we didn't want to do anything too complicated. And so I was like, what if I just make that lasagna soup again? Because that was really good. And so we decided I'm gonna make the lasagna soup. One of the girls is gonna make like basically like an Italian inspired grilled cheese. So like a grilled cheese, but with like mozzarella and Parmesan. And stuff, and like a garlic bread kind of bread, and then somebody else is gonna bring salad, and somebody else is gonna bring a little treat. So I'm like, ooh, I'm excited for this. It's gonna be tasty. Lasagna soup repeat. Fear my yarn was not blessed, and I lost yarn chicken. Oh no. Lost, like, did you lose? Like, you don't have any more of the yarn, or you have to tie on a new thing, or how high stakes of losing are we talking here? Do you dabble in any other fiber arts? Not really. I do not knit. I'm no good at embroidery. I know the basics of sewing enough to get around. Like I have a sewing machine and I can like hem a pair of pants or, you know, do basic stuff, but it's not like I don't really enjoy sewing. I know enough to like do the basics if I need to fix something basically. I've done a macrame project, but that's pretty much it, right? Like, am I missing anything? I don't think there's any other fiber arts that I'm trying to kind of think through the big ones, and I don't think that there's anything else that I really do. Gotta get more yarn. Ugh. Well, it do be like that sometimes. The cow said hi. Oh my gosh. Hi, cows. How many cows do you have? That soup is really good. I made chili tonight. Yum. It's totally a chili kind of vibe in Michigan right now. It's okay. I have another whip I can work on. Nice. Latch hook. You know, my sister used to do latch hook back in the day. She used to make those little latch hook projects. I tried it like when we were kids and she was doing it and she was really good at it and I was like, oh, I want to try, and I could not get the hang of it. And then I have not ever tried to pick it up since. Seven baby cows. Not that they're babies, but you know, like all animals are babies. It's fine. Michigan is beautiful. My hubs and I drove there last year in the spring to see his family, and it was still chilly. Yeah. Yeah, depending on what time you come in the spring, it's yeah, it can be quite cold still. I do diamond painting. I love diamond painting. I don't do it super often, but I really enjoy doing diamond painting. So I would say, like, as far as like crafts, diamond painting would probably be another big one for me. Mini jerseys and 2 beef cows. Aww.
Worries come dressed as night to plunder dreams and whispered out to scattered light reflects your mind, splinters facts from fictions. It's dark outside, it's cold in here.
2 of them are calves from the spring. Then we have 3 cows and 3 bulls. Hence my channel name. It's all coming together now. Crafty Jersey, I feel like you have told me before what your first name is, and I'm forgetting, and I'm sorry. Or maybe I already know your name, but I just am not putting your name together with your channel. I try my best. If your name is not in the username, I try my best to like learn it and get it in my brain, but I am not good with names. So I apologize if you've shared it before and I'm just forgetful. I love diamond painting too. I have a stash. Haven't worked on the one I have out in a bit though. It's a pretty big one. The last one I did was a big one. And I did finish it. I need to frame it. I wanted to put it up in here and I just haven't done it yet. It's Hannah. Okay, Hannah. I'm going to try my best to remember that, Hannah. And I'm going to say your name, Hannah, several times. Hannah. So that I get it locked to my brain. Hannah. On the West Michigan side, and it's been raining all day here. Yeah, we've had rain kind of on and off today, but we definitely have had some rain today. I'm not either, so I totally get it. Well, I'm glad I'm not alone. I do love the name Hannah. I have had several friends with that name over the years, and I think every Hannah I've met has been just a lovely person. So Diamond painting is so fun. A cow diamond painting, I love it. All Hannahs are born awesome. I think my playlist may have reached the end. I gotta start it over. Oh yeah, you can get some good nicknames in there for Hannah. That's lovely. The nicknames are always hilarious. The one I'm working on now is called Cozy Cabin. It's about 48 inches wide. Holy smokes. Okay, you gotta tell me, Amber, when you're working on diamond painting, do you use the little, I don't even know what they're called. The pen, the stylus thing, whatever. Do you do the ones where you can put like multiple at a time? Because I don't know if I just don't have enough practice or if the thing I have is like not good quality enough, because I just use like the cheapy ones that come with the diamond painting kit. But I can never get the ones where you line multiple of them up. I can never get them on the thing nicely, and then they're not even, and it bothers me. So I just end up doing every single one individually, which makes it take longer, but also like that's kind of half the fun for me, because I like it I don't want it to be over too fast. Hamster has so much detail. I imagine if it's that huge, you probably could get a crazy amount of detail. Frontwards and backwards. Because your name is a palindrome. I actually use a vacuum placer. Wait, I don't know what that is. So I just single place exclusively now. See, I feel like you know way more about this than I do. You're more experienced in the world of diamond art than I. Use a thing called the Picmondu. Okay, I gotta look this up. I feel like I need to ask for like a giant diamond art kit for Christmas, and that'll be my little like Christmas break project. I'll get deep into it, and that'll be my project that I just throw myself into for a few days. Oh, so okay, I get it. So it uses air, vacuum, like it sucks them up, and then you place it. That's cool. I'm guessing, like from what you're describing, that's so cool. About $37 on Amazon. Okay, so what you're doing right now for me, Amber, is you're helping me build my Christmas wish list, because I'm gonna ask for a diamond painting kit, something like big and crazy, and that. There is a little kitten crying outside my door. She wants to come in. But the last time I let her in, she was an absolute feral gremlin. Let's see if she's changed her ways. Doubtful. Ma'am. Hi. Are you gonna be nice to me? You want to say hi to everyone? There's a whole new group of people since the last time you were in here. Come here, crazy. Look at those beans. Look at those beans. No, don't go after my yarn and my squeals. No. You play with this. Me too, Amber. Enabler when it comes to stuff I enjoy. Going to work on a diamond painting last Christmas, then I got a yarn winder and spending money, so I won all my yarn, and then I bought a bunch of patterns. That's real. No, see, I don't understand what it is about the default. You always go back to the hands. Why? You have other stuff to play with, but for whatever reason, hands are just more exciting to you. Okay. Say bye, everyone. I'm being a gremlin, so I gotta go. Be gone. Back to the squares. Yeah. Like, Dunkin doesn't go after my hands or my... Oh, she's back. Back for more. Like, why? What did I do? What did I do to deserve this treatment? Why are you being mean to me? Good night, Mary Jo. Thanks for hanging out. And she does like to go after my feet, too. And I'm like, I haven't had to worry about cats, like, coming at you from under the bed in a really long time. Hotch never did that, and Dunkin doesn't either. Go. I know you don't do amigurumi, but I'm thinking of writing an ebook with a bunch of different dog breed patterns. I think people would be interested in that, yeah. Hey. Hey. No. No. All right. All right, I was gonna try and keep the door open for you, but clearly this is not an option. Be gone. No, stay out there, you goblin. Come here. Go get it. I want to get her. I've had this toy saved on Amazon. It's like a circular thing, and it like does the automatic, like winds a little. It has like several different things of motion where it like moves on its own. And I think we need to get that for her. I think that would help her work some of her energy out when neither Michael and I are able to play with her and like Duncan's not in the mood. That would give her something to do where she would be a little more entertained. Did you bribe her with bald paper? Yep, I sure did. Been meaning to tell you that I'm very happy with my patches that I ordered from you. The faith-based ones are great, and I love how the image I sent you turned out. Thank you so much. Chrissy, thank you. I'm so glad that you love your order. Glad to hear it. Okay, so we were talking about, oh, hold on. So fun watching the ball of yarn slowly run out, isn't it? It's so satisfying to me. You always do such a great job. Thank you so much. I am always happy to get some good feedback from people. Looks like watermelon right now. Yeah, the colors, yeah. Love my patches too. I can't wait to make the mandalas. Yay! The mandalas are so fun. Such a fun little project. We were talking about soup season, and I was telling you guys how I'm making lasagna soup tomorrow. I want to know, what is your go-to soup recipe when you're in the mood for just like a nice, cozy soup night? What's your go-to soup recipe? Because we're doing a different soup every week for our Bible study, and I think we've hit a lot of the major categories, but I'm like, we need some new ideas because we've been doing this for like several weeks now, and we've kind of gone through our like go-to options, and I'm always looking for more ideas. Olive Garden chicken and dumpling, beef barley, loaded baked potato soup. Potato soup with bacon. Yeah, the baked potato soup was like one of the first ones that we did. We have not done a chicken and dumpling yet, so that's a good one. We've also not done a beef barley. There's like two main soups that we haven't gotten to yet that were kind of on the list as like a kind of, when you think of a lot of like classic soup recipes. So we want to do like a tomato soup grilled cheese night. So we want to do that. We haven't done that yet. And then the other one we haven't done yet is like a broccoli cheddar soup. I love a broccoli cheddar soup. But we've done, let's see, what have we done so far? We've done a regular, like a standard chili. We've done a white chicken chili. We've done the lasagna soup. I made a butternut squash soup several weeks ago. We've done the baked potato soup. We've done zuppa toscana, the Olive Garden, the Olive Garden copycat. I think we've done that one a couple times now. Have you done a taco soup with the Fritos? Oh, I have done a chicken tortilla soup. So kind of, very similar vibe. Shout out broccoli cheddar. Let's go. Kim, I don't know if I've actually made it over to Panera yet to get the autumn squash, but that's what I made, the butternut squash. It was a copycat recipe, and it was actually pretty spot on. Oh, I'm about to add another row, and I'm done, aren't I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Whoopsies. I was just gonna keep right on going. Oh my gosh. Zuppa Toscana is, I think, my favorite. That's, if I were to answer the question of like what's my go-to soup, it's the Zuppa Toscana every time. It's my favorite. It's my favorite soup. It's so good. I did a creamy corn chowder last weekend. I know, and Kim, it turned out pretty good. It was pretty close to the Panera soup. But no, I don't know if I've really made it to Panera to have like their actual soup. Well, I think I actually have had it once. But now that I feel like I can make it at home, I'm like, okay. Jealous of all the tomato soup options. I have a tomato allergy. Ugh, that sucks. Tomatoes in like everything. Yeah, I need... Oops, I'm dropping things. I need to make like a good corn chowder. I think that's on the list too of soups I'd like to make. So Kim, if you have a good recipe, I'll take it. I have a really good like lentil potato soup recipe too that we might need to make. Now y'all are making me hungry. My bad. Also, you know what we haven't made, and this is like I feel like one of the most classic soups of all, is like chicken noodle. Just like a simple chicken noodle soup. Haven't made that. I feel like chicken noodle, my mom didn't do a whole lot of cooking because my dad was really the cook in the family. She just never really enjoyed it very much, and my dad he enjoys it and he's pretty good at it. But one thing that I feel like my mom would make if it was winter, like it was a really snowy day and we would go and like play outside in the snow all day, and then my mom would make chicken noodle soup and we'd have that like when we came inside, and we'd have some hot chicken noodle soup. So I always associate chicken noodle soup specifically with winter and snow because it just seems like such a hearty, like warm thing to have when you come in from the cold. Like chicken noodle soup to me is not as much of a fall soup as it is like a true winter soup, I guess, just because of like nostalgia. Basically my mom's. Okay, nice. You don't have to write down a recipe. I was just curious if you had one that was easy to share, because I don't have like I don't know that I've actually made corn chowder before, which is kind of crazy. So I don't have like a recipe that I would go to necessarily. I have a great easy chicken noodle recipe. Ooh. My kids love it, and it puts Panera's chicken noodle soup to shame, to be honest. I think I need to try more soup. Only really had tomato or cream of chicken out of tins. Oh yeah. There's so many good soup recipes out there, man. I'm kicking myself for not buying some chicken seasoning from Frankenmuth when we were there, because their chicken seasoning is so great in a chicken soup. And I wish I had bought some. I bet you could buy it online and have them ship it to you, but I wish I would have bought some when I was there, because I actually did buy some, but it was a friend that specifically asked me to buy some for them, so I bought it, but then I gave it to them because that's who I bought it for. I'll have to look into it and see if the shipping is like pricey or if it's reasonable, because if it's pretty reasonable, I may just order some online, because I bet you could. I'm sure it would be silly of them to not offer it online. But it literally, like, it makes soup so good. And they use it they use it on their chicken too, like their fried chicken, but they also use it in they make like a little chicken noodle soup, and it's literally chicken noodle, like it's chicken broth and noodles. It's not like a full chicken noodle soup with like veggies and, you know, big pieces of chicken and everything. It's just basically noodles and broth. But you sprinkle a little bit of that chicken seasoning in there, because I always have the chicken seasoning at the table when you go to the restaurant. And it's like, it wakes it up so much. It makes it just so good. And I'm like, I need to put this in every single soup I make. I feel like it would just instantly make it way better. We just use the noodles and chicken broth too, no veggies. It's nice, I feel like, when you just, if you're just trying to do something simple and easy. I do like a little carrot, onion, celery action in my chicken soup. All right, we can change the subject, guys. Sorry, I'm making everyone hungry. What score are we on now? 14? I think we're on 14 now. Just don't put gnocchi in your chicken soup. Listen, you guys, I don't know. I'm not a fan of gnocchi. It's like, it tastes like raw dough to me. I don't like it. I don't like the texture. A cheeseburger soup. That's one of the other soups that I made. I made a cheeseburger soup. That was one of the first soups I made for our like soup season Bible study dinner situation. My sister came back with 4 more chickens. Dang. Did she just make them? She's not messing around. She's fast. Even if they're little small, like pocket ones, that's fast. That's what I'm saying. Soup swap. I need a soup recipe swap stat. They're like 3 inches. I love that though. Soup swap. Well, it's not quite 8 o'clock yet. I think I can safely say that we can finish all of these squares in this live because we're doing great. We're making great time. You guys want to know something crazy? We're like actually doing the dang thing, and we're like starting to get close to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. The closer we inch to that number, the more it's like, oh, this is getting real. Like, we're really gonna get there, and we're really gonna do. I think we're really going to get there before the end of the year. Originally, I was just hoping to get to 500 by the end of the year. And then it was like, well, maybe we could try and get close to 1,000. And now it's like, no, I think we're going to get to 1,000 before the end of the year, which is just wild. And I'm so excited. Oh, we've got a crying kitty again. Let's check and see. Let's see. I'll tell you guys what the update is. Do I check it multiple times a day? Yes, I do. Oh, we hit another fun milestone, you guys. Look. We're at 850. We only have 150 to go. It's so exciting. Okay. Murdoch, if you're gonna cry and be all sad, you can't be mean to me in here. You understand? Are you just hungry? Is that what it is? I think she might be hungry. I'm gonna go feed her real quick, and I will be right back, okay? Talk amongst yourselves. Ah.
Turn and eat your greens. When you fight, but you do be clean. Then you come to the bed and you lot feel dirty. It's everybody sweater drops, you're real keen. Bring let me get your juiciest piece. Can't remember when I've had the same please. The shops of the clown never had no boundary. How's it gonna be? You wanna eat these centerpiece? Where we gonna go? You're gonna need these calories. Giving me a treat to refill these batteries. Then you only them on your knees. There's no way to dream. Ooh, it's sneaky.
Okay. Cat has been fed. Okay. In a year or two, you'll be saying the same thing, but in the 20,000s. I've seen a couple of channels where they're talking about like their growth, and specifically, I was watching Blondie Nuts the other day, and I didn't realize that she's only been on YouTube for about a year, and she's got like 50,000 subscribers, and she was like, she just like casually said something about like about a year ago when I started the channel, and I was like, you started your channel a year ago and you have 50,000 subscribers? That's wild. And then of course my brain's like, well, maybe I could do that. We'll see. A girl can dream, right? A girl can dream. But it is going to be exciting to be able to put a little bit more time and effort into this once we're through Hot Cocoa Bomb season, because I really decided to kind of fully pull the trigger on this right when I was about to start Hot Cocoa Bombs. So I don't have as much time to invest in like making videos and going live and doing all the things that I want to be able to do on this account quite yet, because I just don't have time yet. But it'll be exciting when I have a little more time to spend on this. Staying Delulu is the Salulu. You know what? That's gonna be my new phrase when it comes to my YouTube channel, I think. May your dreams stay Delulu and your yarn stay blessed. That should be my new sign off for my YouTube videos. Oh, you guys, I should have taken a picture of this today. It was the cutest thing. Okay, so today at church this morning was not only the combined Spanish gathering, but it was also Pastor Appreciation Sunday. And so they had a whole setup in the lobby and everything with like, you know, food and like a little reception thing for Pastor Appreciation Day. And one of the series that we just wrapped up was a really like almost like a 2-year series where we went through the book of Romans verse by verse. And it was great. It was a really good like deep dive, verse by verse, chapter by chapter. And one of the main themes in the book that Pastor Jeremy really focused on was this emphasis on the what's the word I'm looking for? Like the balance, the tension of the idea of love and knowledge, and how Paul talks about like it's like, yes, it's important that we have knowledge and we understand like God's word and we understand who God is and everything, but we also have to have love / like community relationships, because if we know all the stuff but we don't actually love others and put it into practice, then it's no good. And if we're just really good at being nice to other people, but we don't understand and know the truth of God's word, then we're also, you know, not complete. So it's like we need both sides of that coin. So like that idea of like love and knowledge together, like growing in both, it has been a big focus for this past year for us as a church family. And so one of the women, Kathleen, she's so creative. She's so cool. And she comes up with the cutest things. She made these as like part of the reception. It was the cutest thing I'd ever seen, you guys. You know the little Hershey nuggets? So it's not like the little flat bars, but like they're kind of rounded. Like it looks like a gold bar shape, you know? Like the little Hershey nuggets, the little mini ones. She bought those, and she had a little piece of construction paper, like black construction paper, and she hot glued 2 of those little nuggets side by side, and then had a little piece of paper that went over it. Like one side said love and one side said knowledge, like the whole theme we've been focusing on. And then she glued a little red ribbon down the middle. So it literally looked like a little Bible, but it was 2 chocolates glued on a piece of paper next to each other. They were so cute. I was like, who did this? This is amazing. I love this. They were so adorable. It made me really happy. I should have taken a picture of them. It was just such a cute little touch. You should steal that idea. It was adorable. And you could put anything on it, you know, like you could make them into whatever, as far as like, you know, whether it was the Bible or even just a book in general. But it was so cute. And of course, like, because, you know, a lot of Bibles have the edges of the pages are like gold. And so the gold wrapper of the nugget, it like made it look even more like a little Bible. It was so cute. I just wanted to share that with you because I thought it was really adorable. And I know you guys appreciated a little crafty, cute moment. Oh, Murdoch. She's crying again. Aw, Shannon, thank you for hanging out. It was lovely to meet you as well. Sleep well. Oh my goodness. Murdoch, my girly. She's probably just complaining because she doesn't want to be locked out of here. But I just want to double check that she's okay and that she's not having a problem. Ma'am? No, you're just being a gremlin. Okay, I'm gonna put my blanket on me so that at least if you jump up on my legs, there's a layer of protection. That's the move. It's cold enough outside that it's not stuffy in here. I literally just fed her. So that's not it. Have blessed yarn. Ma'am, what are you doing? You know what? I don't even care. You're not bothering me at the moment. Oh, she's still super picky. Pretty much the only thing she's eating is that boiled shredded chicken with chicken broth. Oh, she's here. She went into my lap though instead of climbing up on the table. So if she stays on my lap and she's like on the blanket instead of directly on my legs, that would be fine. But she's probably not gonna stay there. All right, this one is what, our 14th square maybe? Or 13th? 14th? We're about to find out. Because I'm gonna count them. She's actually just been like chilling in my lap so far. If she would just stay there, like, and be chill, that'd be great. That'd be super great. I'd love that. But it's when she wants to like bite all the time and scratch. That's when we have issues. I don't remember if Dunkin was this bitey when she was little. I don't think she was. Part of it I know is that she's just a kitten. Dunkin was mischievous. She still is a little bit. My good girl Dunkin. I don't know where she is. She's probably downstairs with Michael. Oh, last night we had the longest amount of time of both of them being on the bed with us. Eventually we still had to put Murdoch in her room because she got a little hype when Michael moved, like, at all. But they were both on top of the bed. Dunkin was sleeping in between my legs at the end of the bed, and Murdoch was sleeping in between Michael's legs at the end of the bed. And they stayed there until, like, probably, I think he said, like, 12:30 was when he went to move, and then she got up and was, like, being crazy, and we had to put her in her room. But that's the longest we've gone so far, with her, like, actually settling in and laying in bed with us. So we're making progress in that department. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. 2 more squares, you guys. 2 more squares. 2 more squares. 2 more squares. Chapstick break. Very important. Alright. We're gonna end up using a decent amount of this yarn here. 2 more squares. I'm gonna have to come up with a good project for using the rest of this Christmas yarn, because I still have like a pretty good amount of this besides this little cake here. So I gotta decide what I want to do with the rest of it. It's thin. It's like a weight 3, so what to do? My friend Beth said that I should make matching outfits for the cats too. But even if I did that, I'm pretty sure I'd still have yarn left over, because I still don't think that would even use up all of it. But imagine a like family Christmas card, like a Christmas card with our picture on it, and it's all 4 of us. Me, Michael, Murdoch, and Dunkin, all wearing outfits made from this yarn. That would be pretty amazing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Girl, you're still here. I put away my clothes and everything. Yeah, we've been live for over 2 hours. Hey. Good job, team. I've got this square and 1 more, so we might as well finish the squares, you know? Have a conundrum, or am about to, with a pattern I'm making. The bag, dice bag, has a lining I'm currently making, but the main bag is still attached to its yarn to sew with. Do I unwind the ball? Okay, wait, my brain is not braining. The bag has a lining I'm currently making, but the main bag is still attached. I apparently don't have enough brain cells to understand visually what you're saying. I bet everybody else in the chat is like, oh yeah, we get it. But for me and my house, I am not computing. The lining is a different color than the main color, and the main color is what they want me to sew the lining in with. The lining is a different color than the main color, and the main color is what they want me to sew the lining in with. This is not your fault. This is my fault. I'm so bad at understanding things in writing. Did you crochet a lining? These are great questions that Holland is asking. I swear, sometimes I am so bad at like visually understanding what something says in writing. I'm gonna let the chat handle this one. Because I am no good in this conversation. Sounds like Ria's got this. You know what? And let us know how it goes, Angelica. Report back. I hope it goes well for you. I hope your yarn is blessed. Okay, so I'm curious, everyone. What in your stash, what is your oldest whip? What's the whip that you've had sitting around for the longest? For me, it's this one that I'm working on right now. I started this like a year ago. Well, not quite a year ago, almost a year ago. I was wondering why my back was hurting, then I moved a bit and was laying down against scissors. That would do it. Holy cow. We are not discussing this, Jessica. Oh, we are. We're going there, Holland. Confession is good for the soul. Tell me, Holland, what's your oldest whip? I started making a granny square jacket in June when I first started crocheting, and I have not touched it since. A granny square jacket, that's cool. Is it one of those things where it's like you've learned a lot since you started and now you don't really know if you want to finish it because your skills have improved a lot since then? Or is it just still a project that just seems complicated and you don't want to do it? Because I feel either way. Kinda, my tension was awful. The very first blanket I ever started making when I was first learning, I avoided it for a while because the edges were wonky and everything. And eventually I just frogged it all and redid it, and I was so much happier with it that way. So maybe that's one of those where you just say, I'm just going to start over. And that's fine because I've learned a lot since then. I don't know if I can say these things in front of Kim. What do you think? Kim's going to come over and punish you or something? Currently, it's a star blanket, I think. I started it like a week before I got the approval to break the world record. Okay. How's that going, by the way, Rhea? Probably teaching my sister how to do a granny square. Nice. I have a knitted lace pie shawl that I started in 2009. That is about a third of the way done. Dang. Do you think you're gonna finish it ever? Or is it just like... it's just memorialized as it is now forever? It's going to be much better that I am being forced to take lunch breaks at work. Okay. We got a factory note. It's very tight. Murdoch has actually been laying in my lap this whole time, you guys. She's like fairly chill. We don't know how long it will last, but for now, she's chilling. And unfortunately, I cannot show you because then she would move. And we would ruin the moment. I would like to be able to finish it, but you never know. Kim hasn't popped up, so I think I'm safe. Literally her comment right before yours. I am watching. Never doubt Kim. She is always present. She is always lurking. She is always listening. She sees you when you're sleeping. That was just the most perfect timing. I love the vibes here. Yay. I'm so excited to be able to do this, like, on a regularly scheduled basis, you guys. Honestly, like, I do think... I don't know. I'm not going to make any promises, but it does seem like, with my market schedule, Sundays, like, I have to take some time off. Right? Like I have to give myself a break with the craziness of my weeks. And Sundays after church, I'm really trying my best to keep this time open. And not plan anything and not work. But this does not feel like work to me, at least not right now. There may be some weeks where I do not want to be on camera, you know, like I just need some time to like have some personal time, and that's fine. But most Sunday evenings, the idea of jumping on here and crocheting and hanging out is very exciting to me. So it is looking like, even through the craziness, this is kind of my little respite from the crazy. And I think more Sundays than not we'll be able to do this, but once we're done with Hot Cocoa Bomb season, we'll be able to have like a regularly scheduled live where like it's scheduled, it's the same time every week, and it will happen because we'll have time to make sure that it does happen, which will be really nice. Kim. That's so funny. Murdoch straight up fell asleep. For a while she was stirring. I think she was like cleaning herself or something. But she hasn't moved in a while. She actually fell asleep in my lap. She doesn't do that very often. She got her little dinner, her little chicken dinner, and now she's settled in. And now, like clockwork, without fail, as soon as Murdoch settles in, I'm pretty sure I just heard Michael say that he's going to be done with video games for the night. He's going to come running up the stairs, and she's going to get woken up and all excitable. 'Cause every time I get a cat settled in my lap or chilling with me, that's when Michael decides he needs to be loud and get them all riled up again. Without fail. Yep, here he comes, up the stairs. Every time. Every time. Michael, you really do have the most impeccable timing.
What? What did you say about me?
I said, you really do have the most impeccable timing.
What?
She just fell asleep in my lap.
She's still in?
She's moving now because she heard you.
You could be like, hey, just so you're aware.
Oh, well, I never think about it until the moment it's happening, and then I'm like, yeah, of course this is happening. I'm on my second to last square, and then I'm gonna be done. I know. Well, I know, but I want to hang out with you. Where's Dunka? Was she downstairs with you? Murdoch has been terrorizing us all evening on this live. Murdoch has been terrorizing us all evening on this live. Yeah? So she was just going back and forth between the two of us and our computer screens and activities.
She kept jumping from the couch directly onto my shoulder.
Oh. That's dangerous.
And she would just go, hop, right. I'm like, dude, what?
That's crazy.
She did it like 6 times. I kept kicking her off.
Yeah, I was having the door closed, and then she would cry and cry, so I opened the door, and then she would be a gremlin, and then I'd have to kick her out again. But this time, I basically just, I put the blanket up to be a barrier, so she jumped up on my legs, her claws wouldn't go straight into my legs. And then I just kept my arm here because she wanted to come up underneath to get up on the table, and then she made her way around to my lap, and then she actually settled in. Yeah. Well, it's been fun hearing about everybody's super old whips. What? Is that a quote from... Is that a quote from something that I should know and I don't? Yeah, except for Holland. Holland never told us hers. Your friend says that a lot? Well, Kim's timing is really great tonight. It's the pizza I remember the pizza baby blanket. You know what's really unfortunate? My foot is entirely and completely asleep. But I dare not move because Murdoch is asleep. Like, my foot is completely asleep. Needs its veggies and pepperonis. I swear it's like you guys are coordinating your comments tonight. That's so funny. I offered to send pre-made veggies. Do a little meal prep for you. Alright, Murdoch, I'm gonna have to move my leg because it's really asleep. Hi, sweet girl. Are you being nice? Hi. Let me take a picture of her and I'll show you guys on my phone. This is the view underneath the desk currently. Oh, teeny. That's actually a really cute picture. All right, Miss Murdoch. You look really cozy. And I hope you'll stay, but I have a feeling once I move my foot, you won't. Oh my gosh. And this is really gonna hurt when my foot wakes back up too. It's gonna be all tingly and hurty. Oh, I truly cannot feel it. Holy cow. It's completely numb. Okay, all done. If you stay there, that would be great. She hasn't left yet. Oh, we're moving. You know what you could do, Murdoch? You could go bother Daddy. He's laying in bed watching a show. And I bet he'd just love to deal with your shenanigans right now. No. No, you were being so good. Don't be like this. Alright guys, we're going to be starting our final square. Final square of the stream and final square, hopefully, of the whole project. One can hope. Hi. She's currently looking like she's watching herself. She sees her tail on the screen and she's going after. It's a whole new meaning to chasing her own tail. It's pretty crazy. All right. I'd rather have you go after what's on the screen than what's actually happening. Oh, I hear Dunkin. She's upstairs. Go get her. She loves, like, computer screens. What's on computer screens. Hey. You want to get back in my lap? That would be fine. You want to go under there? Go down here. Good girl. Oh, good girl. That's a good girl. You're gonna fall though. You're way on the edge. Come over here. Or don't. Fall off. I don't care. Alright, 1, 2, 3.
Could you
How was your day? It was good. We had a great church service this morning, and then Michael and I went to lunch to one of our favorite places, Glass Onion Griddle. And then we came home and I took a nap. Got a little Sunday afternoon nap in. And then got ready to go live. That's pretty much been my day today. And tomorrow is going to be a busy day, but it's going to be a good day. We have a lot to get done. But between tomorrow and Tuesday, I'm going to try and get caught up on as much as I can. Gotta get vlog stuff done and custom order stuff done. And that's mostly, those are the big two things. It's only 8:30. It feels later. It feels later than 8:30. I think because it's getting darker sooner. It was already getting dark earlier just because of how cloudy and rainy it was. Are Christmas colors just watermelon remixed, or the other way around, or totally separate? These colors are definitely watermelon vibes, aren't they? Because it's kind of, it's like Christmas colors, but it has the pink mixed in there too. So it definitely has some watermelon vibes to it. When it's dark at 4, that's rough. Truly. I'm not looking forward to when it starts to get dark at like 4:30. Hi, Miss Dunk. Miss Dunkin's here. Ooh, wind's picking up. Hi, baby girl. Miss Dunkin. We'll have to see if we can get Miss Dunk to come over here and say hi before we end the live. Oh, it is crazy. It is crazy how it feels later, though. And I definitely shouldn't feel tired because I took a nap. And yet here we are. I'm feeling ready to climb into bed with Michael and chill, which is what I'm going to do when we finish this. Well, there's Dunkin. When we finish this last square. This is a playlist from Epidemic Sound. That is the, that's the, like, music license that I have so that I don't get copyright striked. And it's the same deal with YouTube Live as it is for regular videos. Like, you still can't play copyrighted music or music that you don't have a license for. So this is a playlist on Epidemic Sound called Indie Pop Essentials. I've been having fun kind of discovering different playlists from Epidemic Sound for not only for my videos, but also to play during my lives and stuff. It's nice. I don't know if it gives you access to listen to everything fully. Like if you just wanted to listen to music just to listen to it. I don't know if you have to create an account just to listen to the songs. Obviously, you have to create an account to download the songs and like use them in your videos. But most of the artists, if not all, that have their music on Epidemic Sound are just regular artists that have their music on Spotify and stuff too. So you could certainly like find the artists on Spotify. But I think you can listen to the songs without creating an account. I'm not entirely sure, but if somebody goes and tries it out, let me know. I feel like Epidemic Sound is mostly a catalog of music for people to download and use in like their video editing, but they do have playlists that you can like. It has a nice like web player built into the website, which is what I'm using now. And it is nice for things like live streaming where you just want music to be continuously playing. But I believe you can create your own playlist, and that's what I need to do. I need to take some time to like really go through and find some of the artists that I've really been enjoying and create my own playlist for live streams, because most of the playlists that I've chosen over the past couple of live streams I've done, I've liked, but some of them, like, I feel like every playlist has a couple of weird songs where you're like, oh, okay, what is this? There's also a very specific kind of mood I'm going for, and I'd like to be able to build my own playlist for that reason. And a lot of the playlists just aren't quite long enough. Like, there's not enough songs for it to be enough for a whole live stream. So I feel like I should create my own playlist for that reason as well, so that I could make one that's long enough for a nice long live, you know? But I do feel like I've discovered several artists since I started using the website that I'm like, okay, I legitimately want to go find your stuff on Spotify and listen to you outside of just using your music for my videos, you know? Found the playlist. I made a free account. Nice. Well, I'll tell you, a couple of the artists that are kind of standouts for my channel that I've been using a lot of their music is Victor Lundberg. I don't know if there's a D in there, like Lundberg, or if it's Lundberg. I think it's Lundberg. Victor Lundberg, I use a lot of his music in my videos. I really like the artist. Her name is just Maybe. I use quite a few of her songs in my videos. And Kylie Daly. She's actually on the cover of the Indie Pop Essentials playlist. Kylie Daly, I use a lot of her songs too. Those are probably like the three artists that I use their music most. Like if you've watched any of my vlogs, you've definitely heard some of their songs in my videos. Victor Lundberg is like very like, you know, that like acoustic indie laid back kind of chill vibe. Kylie Daly is a little bit more of like a kind of fun poppy version of like a indie artist, and then Maybe is the one that has the very poppy. I use her song Summer 15 a lot. I think I'm biased toward that song because it mirrors Michael and I's relationship a lot. It's talking about like basically how they've been together for 10 years since the summer of 15, and like we got married in September 2015. So I like using that song a lot because it just reminds me of me and Michael. Yeah, it sounds like you can create a free account on Epidemic Sound and listen to the songs there. Found the same people. Yeah, I think pretty much anybody who's on Epidemic Sound is also going to be on Spotify. So, I mean, if you already use Spotify to listen to music, I would think that that would be an easier place to listen to them. But it can be a good place to discover new artists, I suppose. Yeah, no problem. What are you doing? You crazy. Michael, call the small bean. You have the door. You don't have the door closed, do you? I think we're gonna end up with a little random patch of red at the end of this one. So I don't think this pink is gonna get us all the way around this square. Guys, can you believe it's almost November? What the heck? It means it's almost time for Christmas music. I refuse to believe it. Shut up, Holland. I mean, it's gonna... Oh my gosh. I'm not getting into this with you right now. Turkey Day is a day. It's one day. Christmas is a whole season. And listening to Christmas music doesn't make Thanksgiving any less impactful. Turkeys have seasons. But you know what they don't have? Music. They don't have their own music. If there was Thanksgiving music, I would listen to Thanksgiving music, but there's no Thanksgiving music. It's only Christmas music. They have seasonings. There you go. That's right. Oops. Genuinely laughing out loud. That's true. Maybe we just need to celebrate Canadian Thanksgiving. I was wrong, you guys. We're gonna make it all the way with this pink. I thought we were gonna run out of pink before we got all the way around. Alright, you guys, we are nearing the end of the square, which means we are nearing the end of this live stream. So before I wrap up the square, I just want to say thank you so much for hanging out with me. Everybody who became members, wow, thank you. I didn't even ask you to do that, and I haven't even gotten it all set up yet. So the fact that you guys just like jumped right on that really means the world to me. We are gonna hopefully go live again this upcoming Sunday evening. I think we should be able to, but I'm not gonna like make any promises yet because I just need to make sure. We're gonna keep the Sunday nights like tentative for now because there may very well be a week where I just am a little burnt out and I need to have an evening where I don't have a camera on me, you know? But we'll keep it tentative for now. Let's say it's likely that we'll have a Sunday live stream, and if we don't, it's just because I've had a real crazy week. Or if I end up having plans on a Sunday evening, which is pretty rare. I try to keep the rest of my Sundays open after church. But if you haven't watched the newest vlog from Friday, where I started putting all these squares together, be sure to go and watch it because it's a good one. And the part 2 of this will be coming toward the end of this week as well. Probably Friday is when the next vlog will go up. And I'm really excited for you guys to see the finished product of this. I'm excited to see it for myself, but I'm also very excited to share it with you. Obviously you're subscribed. If you're commenting and you're chatting, that means you're subscribed. I turned that on because that is important for warding off trolls. And we had a troll-free evening, so I'd like to say congratulations to us for not having to fend off any trolls. But I just want to thank you guys for spending time with me, for watching my videos, for subscribing, for doing all the things, because it just makes my heart so happy. I'm so grateful that you're choosing to spend time with me. There's a lot of things you could do with your time. So the fact that you want to hang out with me is just really cool. That's square number 16, chat. This is huge. We did it. Go team. Alright guys, thank you for hanging out with me. This was really fun tonight. I'm very glad we were able to hang out and crochet a little bit together. I will see you whenever I see you next. If that's in vlog form, probably on Friday, and if it's in live stream form, probably next Sunday. I hope you guys have a great week, and I'll see you later. Bye! Have blessed yarn. Wait, what did we say earlier was our new sign-off? May your dreams stay delulu and your yarn be blessed. Good night.